Listen, because this Taraji P. Henson and Nia Long situation just got way messier than anybody expected. These two have been surrounded by tension rumors going all the way back to Empire, but now social media is adding a completely different twist. People online are speculating that Taraji could be getting close to Ime Udoka. Yes, Nia Long's former fiancé. And if you followed Nia and Ime's history,
Nia Long, if she was with them for 13 years, right, and they still hadn't gotten married, but they were engaged, there was probably some underlying issues there. Maybe this was the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, and when you are a celebrity like that, being publicly humiliated, I think the stakes are a little bit higher. Just like she can't embarrass him publicly, he can't embarrass her. And when one of them breaks that promise, it is devastating.
Already know why that rumor has people looking at this situation sideways? Now, let's make one thing clear from the jump. There is no solid public confirmation that Taraji and Ime are actually dating. Until Taraji, Ime, or a reliable source confirms something, it's internet speculation. But the rumor has brought all those old stories about Taraji and Nia right back into the spotlight. So, where did their alleged tension even begin? And why are people connecting it to what's happening now? We have to go back to season 3 of Empire when Nia joined the show as Juliana, a woman from Lucius Lyon's past. At first, this looked like a major win. Fans were excited to see Nia and Taraji sharing the screen, and some viewers wondered whether Nia could eventually become a bigger part of the series alongside Taraji P. Henson and Terrence Howard.
You know, I had a really public breakup recently. It was a wake-up call for me in the sense of like, okay, you're going to do this on your own and you're going to be fine.
Right.
And you're not going to worry about what anyone thinks and has to say, because the relationship was rocky for a very long time. So, because I don't believe another person can break anyone.
But then the behind-the-scenes chatter started. Reports circulated claiming Nia was difficult to work with and that there were disagreements involving things like hair, makeup, wardrobe, and styling. Those were allegations, not established facts, but they quickly became part of the story surrounding her time on Empire. And before long, the conversation wasn't only about Nia's relationship with production. People started asking whether there was tension between Nia and Taraji themselves. Then things got even more interesting. Nia didn't return for season 4, and rumors started claiming that she had wanted Juliana's role expanded. According to the chatter, there were ideas about making her character a bigger force within the show. And that's where Cookie comes into this. Cookie wasn't just another Empire character. Taraji had turned Cookie Lion into one of the biggest reasons people watched the show. She was bold, unpredictable, funny, emotional, and already deeply connected to the audience. So, when rumors suggested Nia's character might become more important, some people interpreted that as Juliana potentially moving into Cookie's territory. But did Nia actually try to take Taraji's position? There's no public proof establishing that as fact. It could have been ordinary conversations about developing a character that later got turned into something much more dramatic. Still, once Nia left the series, the timing gave gossip circles plenty to work with. Then came reports that allegedly took things beyond competition over screen time. Stories circulated claiming Taraji and Nia had friction behind the scenes, including alleged disagreements over Nia's treatment of crew members. Some reports even suggested production had to work around their tension while filming. Again, these claims shouldn't automatically be treated as confirmed just because they appeared online. But the rumors stuck, and after Nia's time on Empire ended, she and Taraji weren't exactly known for publicly becoming best friends afterward. Eventually, the alleged feud became old Hollywood gossip and could have stayed that way forever, until Ime Udoka entered the conversation. Years later, internet chatter started linking Taraji with Ime, Nia's former fiancé and the father of her son. Suddenly, people weren't just talking about an old workplace rivalry anymore. They were connecting that alleged history to Nia's very public breakup. Nia and Ime began dating around 2010, later welcomed a son together, and became engaged in 2015. But their relationship eventually fell apart following a major controversy involving Ime during his time as head coach of the Boston Celtics. In 2022, the Celtics suspended Ime for violating team policies amid reporting about an improper relationship with a female staff member. The story exploded publicly, putting enormous attention not only on Ime, but also on Nia and their family. Nia later spoke about how difficult that period was for her family. And that's important because while celebrity gossip can sound entertaining from the outside, she was dealing with a real relationship ending under an intense public spotlight. But now comes the twist that has social media talking all over again. Rumors started circulating that Taraji was allegedly getting close to Ime. There still needs to be credible confirmation before anybody declares that they're actually a couple. But just putting those two names together was enough for internet detectives to reopen the entire Empire chapter. Because think about it. If Taraji and Nia really did have unresolved tension years ago, then Taraji potentially dating Nia's former fiancé would make an already complicated history feel a whole lot more personal. Some people might say there's an unwritten line you simply don't cross. Nia and Ime weren't casually dating for a few months. They spent more than a decade together, were engaged, and share a son. From that perspective, even after the relationship ends, seeing somebody from your professional past romantically connected to your ex could sting. But there's another side to this. If Nia and Ime are completely finished, and if Taraji and Ime actually are seeing each other, they're both adults. Taraji wasn't responsible for what happened during Nia and Ime's relationship, and she wasn't responsible for their breakup. So what loyalty would Taraji actually owe Nia? That's where the old Empire rumors make everything extra complicated. If Taraji and Nia were never close friends, and if those stories about tension were even partly accurate, then expecting Taraji to follow some friendship code becomes a much harder argument. And some fans are taking that idea even further. If the old reports about Nia wanting a larger role on Empire were accurate, people could ask why Taraji should now be expected to prioritize Nia's feelings. But we also have to flip that around. Wanting a bigger role on a television show doesn't automatically mean somebody was trying to steal another actress's career. Actors negotiate for stronger storylines all the time. That's why turning those old rumors into proof of some secret rivalry would be going way too far. And that's really what makes this whole story so interesting. There are multiple layers, but not every layer has been proven. We know Nia appeared on Empire. We know there were reports of behind-the-scenes tension. We know Nia and Ime had a long relationship that ended after a very public controversy. What we don't have is solid confirmation that Taraji and Ime are currently in a romantic relationship, or that Taraji and Nia have been secretly carrying some massive personal feud all these years. But social media doesn't need much before people start connecting dots. One old workplace rumor, one painful celebrity breakup, and one unexpected dating rumor can suddenly create a whole new story. And now, people are looking back at everything that happened on Empire, wondering whether those old reports mean more than anybody realized at the time. If Taraji and Ime ever confirm they're together, then the conversation changes completely. At that point, people will definitely debate whether Taraji crossed an unwritten boundary or whether Nia simply has to accept that her former fiancé is free to move on. But until then, the biggest question might not be who's right or wrong. It might be whether there's actually a feud happening at all, or whether the internet took separate pieces of celebrity history and built one giant drama around them. So now I want to know what you think. If Taraji and Ime really are dating, would Taraji be crossing a line because of her history with Nia? Or once Nia and Ime ended their relationship, was everybody free to move however they wanted? And what about the Empire situation? Do you think those old reports point to genuine tension between Taraji and Nia? Or did Hollywood gossip turn normal behind-the-scenes disagreements into something much bigger? Drop your opinion in the comments because I want to see which side you're on. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody who loves celebrity tea, and leave a comment below. Turn on those notifications too, because you already know one rumor can change this entire story overnight. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.